EndSARS movement, the 2020 protest and its global impact. In October 2020, Nigeria erupted in one of its largest youth-led protests, the EndSARS movement. What started as a campaign against police brutality quickly turned into a massive social movement, gaining both national and international attention. But how did it all start? The catalyst was simple, yet deeply troubling. A viral video showing members of Nigeria's notorious Special Anti-Robbery Squad, SARS, assaulting and extorting a young man. The video spread like wildfire across social media platforms, igniting widespread outrage. SARS, a unit of the Nigerian police force, had been infamous for years for its violent tactics, including unlawful arrests, torture, and extrajudicial killings. The unit, originally formed to combat armed robbery, had become notorious for its unchecked power and lack of accountability. Young Nigerians, often the target of SARS officers, were fed up. They began using social media to share stories, post videos, and call for action. The hashtag #EndSARS quickly became a rallying cry. On October 8, 2020, mass protests began in Lagos and other Nigerian cities. Tens of thousands of Nigerians, especially youths, took to the streets to demand justice and an end to police brutality. The message was clear: stop the killing, stop the harassment, stop the abuse. The protesters didn't stop at SARS. Many demanded broader police reform and an end to corruption within the Nigerian government. As the protests spread across the country, social media played a crucial role in mobilizing support. Twitter, Instagram, and even TikTok became the battlefield for activists and influencers, organizing protests, calling for international attention, and documenting police brutality. The hashtag became a global sensation, with support pouring in from people around the world. But the protests took a dark turn on October 20, 2020, when Nigerian soldiers opened fire on demonstrators at the Lekki toll gate in Lagos. Footage from the night, showing the bloodshed and violence, sparked outrage both domestically and internationally. Estimates of the number of casualties varied, but it was clear that the violence had escalated to an unimaginable level. The Lekki massacre, as it came to be known, shattered the nation's trust in its government and military forces. Despite claims of the shooting being fake news and government attempts to cover up the event, the incident was widely documented. The international community, including celebrities, activists, and global organizations, condemned the violence. Today, EndSARS still resonates with millions of Nigerians, particularly the youths. The movement sparked a fire that cannot be extinguished. People continued to demand for justice for those who lost their lives in the protest and for an end to the systemic violence.